These are not normal lobsters. They were blue lobsters long ago, but now, well, they're not blue. They're not blue anymore. But yeah, usually blue lobsters are blue, but these guys changed. As you can see here, it's got red and orange lines and greens and whatnot. But I myself was not under the impression that when they were blue, they were going to change colours like these. This one right here is Trixie, if you're not up to date with the channel on the little shorts that I've been sending out so far. But, yeah, this guy's colours are much more dark and much more, well, dominant than the other guy, who's Pixie, who usually has his molt a bit later. This is still Trixie. Wasn't quite eating his food, which was the first sign that I thought that it was time for Pixie to start molting too. In this video, there will be 4 different ideas or, signs that led me to believe that he was going to molt. That was one of them. Another one was that the guy just kept sitting there, like this, just sitting there. This one is Pixie, as you can see, a lot more dull, not very pungent. Yeah, that word. And the other one was me literally seeing him do this a little bit after, just like the third one. And the fourth one was him continuing to do this and molting, because that's what he was doing. Look at his eyes. His eyes were not there. It was very creepy, so I saw that anyway. But yeah, this is him molting, which is a pretty good sign that he was molting. Yep, I'm a genius. You can see his little eyes there poking through now. Poking through now. This little bit's really fast. You can see him just slide right out, but I slowed it down. Yep, Mr. McEditor. Absolute professional here. Look at this. He like wiggles out like a little worm or a mermaid or something. Looks kind of silly like that. But, yeah. And I expect this is what it looked like before. Blue. No longer blue. This was one of the first times that I witnessed Pixie molt. There's his molt. Blue, as you can see, just to prove that it was a blue lobster. We'll admit this is poor quality. But, in all fairness, I forgot. But yeah, this was it. Molting the first time. Tipping on its sides and not being very good at it. And this was it afterwards. As you can see, it's kind of similar to how it is now, so it hadn't much changed. Not much had changed, and this is it now. Again, poor quality. But this, look at how much detail is on the back now. I mean, you can see each and every single individual line, all the little dots, nuts and crannies on it now. The red, I will say, is not that dark or pure yet, as much as Trixie's one is, and the green isn't as strong. But you can see so much more detail inside of it now. It's actually crazy. And the claws have still got the blue across the slips here. Well, you have eyes, you can see. I don't quite know why I'm just explaining it to you. But, narrator. The rest of the video is mostly just nice little shots of him adjusting to his new giant claws. Because before, his claws were like really small. And they were not as big as they are now. He's like my whole finger at this rate now. My index finger. Or my... yeah. The other one. Look at that. So much more green and orangey lines. Very cool. Yep. But he's kept his blue legs and darker blue claws. Now, I'm not going to lie. He thought that he was being special. Like, not as in the bad way. I mean, like, just not functioning very well. Because he was being silly. But no. Still trying to get balance the whole time. And as many times as he did quickly use his little flappy thing to, like, zoom away. It ended up that he was coming towards me anyway. Because absolutely loves me. 100%. And doesn't try to hide every single time I slowly descend the pincers into the tank to feed him. And other. When I approach the glass and he just disappears. No. By now you might be wondering whether or not he ate the molt like they usually would do? Question is, no. Not yet. I mean, answer is question. But yeah, he's very beautiful. He moves closer towards the glass, which is something pretty cool. Although, he was probably just, like, telling me to go away or something. Yeah, just walks right past me. And then, he goes on to hide behind up to his little tree log thingy. This is where Pixie usually lives and sleeps. Oh, Trixie, Pixie, the names. Yeah. And because I'm a very nice human being, I did not laugh as this dude was struggling to climb up the log. Because he's bigger now, and hasn't got the hang of his new size or weight yet. But he did make it, and he was trying to make it into the little ditch inside the log. Not sure if you guys have seen that before, but yeah, look at that. At this point, he probably realised that he may not fit in there anymore. Or, well, it wasn't a good idea to go in there head first, at least. Which he did realise. Very smart Pixie, well done. He reverses in... yeah. If you're wondering what that little white thing is there on the log, that is glue that I used to glue the rock to the log, and it did dry completely. It's all sorted out, so it's not bad for the fish or whatever. But yeah, this is a journey. What's next?